Greetings, fellow humans. Today I'm going to be doing another top 5 Star Wars. And I did a top 5 episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That's the one. So now we're doing Attack of the Clones. And oh boy, this is, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. And at number 5, we have Count Dooku. Now, Dooku really just came out of nowhere and basically just is now one of the main villains. And it's like, we just got through Maul. They could have just kept him. Like, I know George Lucas had it all planned out, but, like, in the long run, Maul, like, keeping Maul around would probably be a much better solution. And not cutting him in half, just have him, like, escape or something, but he would still kill Qui-Gon to, like, he would just kind of just escape some way, somehow. And it would have been a much better job, but Dooku is played by Christopher Lee, so give him credit for that. Rest in peace, bro. And like, he seems like an evil enough character. He seems like he really doesn't trust Sidious all that well, but his motives were was a republic with less corruption. So that's kind of what his motives were, and they're kind of like weak motives. So you can tell that he was obviously a placeholder of some kind. Yeah, number 5 is Darth Tyrannus, aka Count Dooku. At number 4, we have Barasafi. So Barasafi was introduced in this movie, so she is technically an episode 2 character. And I don't really have much to say. Barasafi, she plays a bigger role in the Clone Wars. She even betrays the Republic. But yeah, she plays a much bigger role in the Clone Wars show. But her first scene was at the Battle of Geonosis. So, in theory, she was introduced in this movie. So, Barasafi, Padawan of Luminarum on Dooley, they literally go together. It's like Anakin and Obi-Wan, but, like, in a different form. It's the female version of them. Or matched up together, they'd be a pretty good. It would be a pretty good battle, but ultimately, I think Anakin and Obi-Wan would win because there's a best defensive Jedi in the Order and the one with the most raw power. So yeah, you can kind of tell who would win, but Barasafi, no one really talks about her. She's actually a pretty good character that no one talks about. It's her fate is currently unknown, but the last we know that she was in a prison for betraying the Republic and bombing the Jedi Temple. Oh, but besides that, it's kind of unknown what's happened to her. Or people think she was the Inquisitor who in Jedi Fallen Order, but nope, it's not. It's not her. I would think it would be her because it would be cool to see her again. Because it's like, it's clear that she did survive the purge because she wasn't a Jedi anymore because she betrayed them. So she wasn't really a Jedi anymore. So and the Inquisitors were Jedi who betrayed the Republic. So she fits right in with that description. So hopefully we can see her again. But if not, then whatever then. Barasafi, that's number 4. Whew! Now at number 3 we have hold on. Number 3, guys, let's get into it. So there goes another one. Add that to the list, please, someone. At number 3 we have Commander Pons. Now, if you don't know, Commander Pons was Mace Windu's Jedi, he was his captain or commander. Yeah. And Pons is the guy who Mace Windu talks to, who has the yellow on him. So Commander Pons, he's confirmed to be Commander Pons actually. He does a little more in the Clone Wars, not that much more, but yeah, it's kind of cool that he did survive the Battle of Geonosis, and he didn't really do much, but he seems like one of the clones that we actually really get to know, because the rest of them we didn't really get to know them. They were just more just there, and they looked menacing, but we never really got to see them really fleshed out in the movie because they weren't able to. But yeah. So number 3, Commander Pons. At number 2, for the memes, we have Coleman Trevor. He is the guy who tried to rush Count Dooku, and he just kind of jumped up there. He has a Lego figure, actually. And Jango Fett shot him off the balcony. So, yeah, he has a name. It's Coleman Trevor. I only did that for the memes, and so, yeah, he was trying to finish off Count Dooku, but he was quickly fired upon by Jango Fett, and he wasn't able to get the kill, and he was just knocked off himself and killed by Jango Fett, who I'll get to in a second. But yeah, number 2, Coleman Trevor for the memes. And at number 1, you guys probably also saw this coming. It's Jango Fett. Now, Jango Fett is the father of Boba Fett. Well, not they're kind of the same because he's the clone. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, Jango Fett's kind of like the Boba Fett of the prequels. Like, he's basically the same, but they don't do anything. So that's that. And he's kind of like the Boba Fett. Like, he obviously would win. I would have put Boba Fett on here, but he doesn't really do anything as a kid, so yeah, maybe put him in the honorable mentions. I'm trying to stick to characters who were introduced or solely appeared in this one. So, yeah. And that wraps up my top 5 favorite Attack of the Clones characters. If you have a different list, let me know in the comments. Benefit or constraints are in criteria is that it has to be within they're introduced or they are or they're alive in Attack of the Clones, but they can't be in other movies. Barasafi, she never appeared in Episode 3. She appeared in the Clone Wars, but this was her only movie that she was in. She appears a couple times. First in the Chancellor's office, and she's also in the arena battle. So anyway, that about wraps it up. If you have any other suggestions or versions of the list, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Subscribe to my second channel, weekly review. And anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Dess-vah-don-yah, everyone.